Hey friends, welcome back to Healthy Life with Michelle. Today I'm so excited. I love fall recipes. We're making a fall recipe. We're gonna do a gluten-free, dairy-free pizza. Gluten-free, dairy-friendly pizza. So the crust is just 3 recipes. It's gonna be a sweet potato crust for our pizza. And then for the toppings, we're gonna use butternut squash. Bear with me. And then we're also gonna use a dairy-friendly cheese. I like goat cheese. It is lactose-free, but it's, you know, kind of a milky substance, so I don't want any reason for it to create upsets. We're not gonna use a ton. I never use a ton of cheese, but just enough to hold our toppings on, to give it that good tangy kick of flavor, and then just some nice melty, crumbly, you know, crispy, cheesy goodness, but not a lot. So either way, let's just hop right in and go for our fall pizza. So to start, obviously, sweet potatoes. We're just gonna wash it, poke some holes in it, and microwave it. We're just microwaving 1 medium-sized sweet potato for about 4 minutes and then go from there. So just take it out, see if it's good. Oh, I need to poke holes in it. Take it out, see if it's good, and see if you need to do a couple more minutes. Every sweet potato is gonna be a little different in size, right? So saying that every sweet potato is gonna need 4 minutes is not accurate. So we'll just do that and go from there. Our sweet potato is officially done. Word to the wise, sometimes it's good to just adjust the cooking power as opposed to cooking it a long time. So you're gonna do like 4 minutes on like power 7 so that your sweet potato doesn't like burst. And I put a paper towel over the top of it as well to kind of like hold in some of the steam that kind of cooks it really well and through. But you can see it is, you know, my fork is going right through. If you have potatoes that your fork is going right through, it is done. Also, what I've done is I've cut it in half to kind of help it to cool out quicker. It's still fairly warm, but here's what we're gonna do. We're going to spoon out the flesh of the sweet potato into this bowl. Trying to be careful with the heat of the sweet potato. Okay, so we've got our sweet potato all peeled into our bowl. Alternatively, what you can do is boil sweet potato to get it soft and cooked, but I felt like that would create extra moisture, and I don't want a ton of moisture if I'm going to create a pizza crust. I feel like that would just create more need for more flour and more just drying it out. So I felt like when I found out about the microwave option, I was like, this is great. This is so simple. Let's do it. We are using our gluten-free all-purpose flour. I feel like any gluten-free flour will do, but this one is great because the measurements are almost equal to what you do with normal flour. So it's the 1-to-1 conversion, if you will. There's no surprises, but we're gonna do 2/3 of a cup of flour to this. 1, 2. And then we're gonna do 1 egg and mix it up. So there's your 3 ingredients, but I always like to add salt and pepper. So, and then we're gonna do a little bit of garlic powder too. So it is 3 ingredients, but the seasonings are totally optional. Like your toppings are gonna be good enough, but I just like to have some flavorful crust. So it's a 3 ingredient recipe, but we're gonna get a little fancy, okay? So it took some working in, but you're gonna have this kind of sticky like dough consistency. And this is actually good. You're gonna take some more of your gluten-free flour and just dust it and then roll it out. Okay friends, our oven is preheated to 400 degrees. I'm using my Tuscan herb olive oil that I got from Sedona, but obviously any olive oil will do. I just like this one because it smells so like Italian, so it just feels fitting for what we're doing here. Just gonna do a little bit. Before putting our pizza down. While our pizza crust is going for 20 minutes, we're gonna prep our butternut squash. So we've got everything chopped up into cubes. I'm gonna use my Sedona olive oil again. Just give it a little covering, and we're gonna cube it because this is gonna go in the oven. But I also wanted to do, I have to store this away for another time, another fall recipe, I guess. But just gonna cut up some onion, like not a ton. But just some roasted onion would be nice to go on our pizza. Like I said, you can mix up this recipe however you want, but I like onions on my pizza. And I also think it makes it pretty and it just smells nice when it's cooking. Okay, and we're just gonna do some light chops. Some salt and pepper on it. It can go in the oven too. Okay, so I wanted to show you the cheeses that I have. So this is the goat cheese that we're going to use and shred up today. It is a cheddar style cheese, so it has like a nice tang and it's hard. It's not like your traditional goat cheese. When I think of goat cheese, I think of like the soft stuff, but this we're going to chop it in half. I like to freeze the other half because I don't eat this fast enough. It goes bad too fast for me by myself eating it. So we're gonna chop it in half, put some in the freezer, and then we're just gonna shred up a little bit for today. But I wanted to show you this. It's a cashew style cheese I got from Trader Joe's. And while it is slices, it is also like a cheddar style cheese, so it's got a nice tang. We're just looking for something to hold our toppings on. For those of you who don't even want to try goat cheese, maybe you're a vegan or you know, just don't like goat cheese. Like some people just don't like goat cheese thinking it comes from a goat. That's totally fine. There are options like this. We're just using the cheese to hold our toppings on, and this kind of creates like that nice cheddar style tang, so it's good. Okay guys, here's the pizza crust. So it's cooled down already, but it says this is what it looked like this way, and I flipped it over because we're supposed to put the uncooked side bottom down, and then we'll put our toppings on the top here so the other side can get as brown and toasty as the top part. And it feels nice. And if you could smell this kitchen, it smells so nice with this Tuscan herb olive oil and with our butternut squash and onion pieces. Oop. Cooking in there. It steamed up the lens, but I'm excited. Okay, while we wait for the butternut squash to continue cooking for the next 2-3 minutes, I'm gonna start assembling the pizza. Okay, so we've got all of our toppings laid out here. I thought, how fall is it to use heirloom tomatoes on your pizza? Not a ton, but there's all those different colors. It's very fall-like. I think you can get these at Trader Joe's. I think it was like $1.99, you guys. I've got my boar's head pepperoni. You can use prosciutto. I feel like that's a fancy thing, but I personally had pepperoni on hand and I need to use it up. We've got our shredded cheese, goat cheese. Again, you can use any vegan cashew milk, whatever other plant-based options you want. I've got my mushrooms. I washed and dried them. And I'm so excited. Trader Joe's has a $1.99 pizza sauce. I've had this before. It's so good. And it's $1.99 for this whole thing. Oh, and don't forget minced garlic. How can you have pizza without garlic? Oh, and my spinach. We're gonna do spinach on top too. our butternut squash is roasted. The onions are kind of crispy, but this tastes so good. I'm so excited. May not be able to use even half of this because we have like a personal size pizza here, but this tastes so good and is just that nice fall kick that I saw somebody roast theirs with like cinnamon and capers and all of that, and I'm like, that on a pizza doesn't sound like, I'm not trying to get crazy here. I don't like mixing sweet and savory too much. Like I like sweet and salty. Like I like sugar on my like kettle corn, but I don't like cinnamon with meat. Like that's it. So I'm not the pineapple on my pizza type of person, you know? Anyway, I think this is as much as I can load on this pizza without it being like too butternut squashy, but I'm definitely eating this for lunch tomorrow. Okay, and then we have to have our pot of green with the spinach, which as we all know, spinach cooks down to like nothing when you put it on, but it's nice to just have that green color on there. And then we're gonna add our pepperoni, which I didn't do yet. Should have put this under the butternut squash, but it's fine. I'll try and tuck it under. See guys, this is real life. This is not a cooking show. I'm not a chef. This is a healthy vlog from somebody who has been trying healthy recipes that are anti-inflammatory, gluten-free, dairy-free options, and honestly, I just like to have fun. So I like bloggers like this that just like to have fun. I mean, if anybody wants to like get right down to the point, you're gonna watch Chef Gordon Ramsay's channel, right? But anyway, so here we go with my cheese. Ran it over. I want the cheese on the top to hold on the toppings. As you can see, I did not grate too much because I don't want this to be overpowering with the cheese, but I want it to hold my toppings on because these are some big toppings. And it does taste nice, but I don't want it to be overpowering. I saw somebody take some big old slabs of cheese where it is like completely covered. You couldn't even see the toppings. And that's never been me. Even before I was like, all right, I need to be gluten-free or dairy-free. I've never been that person that wants a crap ton of cheese. So there we go. We're gonna pop it in the oven. 425 degrees for 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you guys. Look at this pizza. It is so good. We're gonna add some oregano to the top. I wish I had some like fresh oregano, but I feel like this is just that nice little Italian kick. All right, you guys, the bite of truth. It's pretty hot still, but well, friends, I had so much fun making my fall pizza with you. I need to eat it now because it's getting late and I'm hungry, and this is so good. Anyway, I hope you had fun with me today. Please be sure to like this video if you like these types of this type of content, and also subscribe so you don't miss out on next videos. I just want to say, full disclosure, I share everything from, you know, faith to healthy tips to some DIYs. I just feel like I want to share, you know, what I think is good, wise advice to you guys. So my YouTube channel is a catch-all. So be sure to subscribe if you find these things likable to you, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye for now.